Hello all, I am Gabby Srivastav. Uh, I'm an intern at the Spark Foundation, a data science and business analytics intern. So today I will be explaining about the first task that is provided by the Spark Foundation to all of us, and I am from the batch January 2021. Okay, so let's start. So this task is about predicting the result or predicting the score of of some students on the basis of how much hours they study. So this is a supervised machine learning problem. So basically, we are going to use regression here. So let's see what are the steps that we are going to take to do this task. So the first step we are going to take is importing the data set. So we will import the data set. The data set is provided by the Spark Foundation to us in a PDF, and we will be storing that data set through a link. Then we will visualize the data, then we will do the data preparation, and then we will train the algorithm or we will train our model. Then we will visualize the model, and then we will make the predictions, and after that we will evaluate the model. So the first step is importing the dataset. So for importing the dataset, as we all know that we have to go through or import some libraries, and that are going to be pandas and numpy. So through pandas we are going to import our dataset, and I'm also importing all other libraries that are required in this task. So matplotlib is also the library that we are going to require. So we are importing it as plt. Then seaborn, and then we are to ignore the warnings, we are just importing this warning, and then we will filter warnings, and then we will give ignore here. So for reading the data set, we will define one variable called url, and inside that we will give our url of the dataset where it is present, and then we will read it, and we are going to store our dataset in df. Now let's see what our dataset contains. So we will give just df.head, and we know that with this df.head we can get the uh, top five values of top five rows of our dataset. So now, as you can see that it contains hours and scores. So a student which study 2.5 hours, it will score 21. Then it I think this score is on the daily basis. So if a student study for 5.1 hours daily, so the score of that student is going to be 47. So this is our data, and also we can go with df.tail, and through which again we can see the last five rows, and these are the last five rows. Now to check the shape or check how many rows and columns are present in our dataset, we will just give df.shape, and to that we can see that there are 25 rows and 2 columns. So 25 rows and 2 columns in our dataset. We can get more information about our data through this df.info, and as you can see that from df.info we can see that ours has 25 uh, data points which are non-null, and these are float. And then we have scores. Again, it also has 25 data points, and they are non-null and integer type. Now we can also give df.describe. Through describe we can get this different type of things like mean, count, standard deviation, minimum, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile, and maximum. So we can get all of the things, and we can see it. Now we will check if there is any missing values in our data. For that, what we can do is we can just use this dot isNull dot sum method on our dataset, and through which we can see that there is no null value present in our dataset. So we can move to the step 2. So this was our step 1, which was the importing the dataset. Then we are going to visualize our data. To visualize our data, mm, we will plot it using matplotlib. So first we are giving this rc params figure size 69, because we want this figure to be a to be like a big figure that we can see easily. So for that, I am giving here the 16.9. After that, we are storing uh, hours in X and scores in Y. So then we are giving style, which is we can like play around with it, and we can give anything here, stars or plus or circles, dots, anything. Then we can go with colors also, and then we are going to give marker size as 10. Now these are the things which will just uh, make our graph more beautiful. So things like that. In title we want hours versus percentage, then x in x label we want hours studied, and in y label we want percentage score. Then we also want grid, so we will use this plot.grid, and then we will give plt.show. So as you can see that this is the result, and we can already see that this is going to be we can give a best fit line here, and we can easily fit uh, a line inside our in our data. So from the above graph, we can observe that there is a linear relationship between hours study and percentage score. So we can use the linear regression supervised machine learning model on it to predict the future values. Also, we can use this .core method to check what are the relationship between this hours and scores. So you can see that there the value of this is 0.97. So we can say that there's a good positive correlation between these two things, which is hours and percentage. Now we are going to prepare our data. So for that, we will like divide our data into x and y, and then we will again divide our data. After splitting the data, whole data set, we will split our data into testing and training data sets. Okay, so for that, we are using this ilog function, and as we know that with this ilog function, we can divide our data set. So here we want all the rows, and then we want from on in x we want hours. So for that, we will just start from 0, and then as we know that the second parameter is exclusive, so it will go till 1, but it will ignore 1 and only take this 0th column, 0th index. As we know that in Python, the index start from 0. So hours is at 0th index, and score is at first index. So we have divided our data in x and y. Now if we print x, so you can see that all the hours values are inside our this x, and then in y we have our scores value. Now we will split this data set into x train, x test, y train, and y test. For that, we will just use this train test split from our scikit-learn library or sklearn. So from sklearn model selection, we are going to use this, and then we will just pass our x and y that we have just defined above. We are going to give the test size as 0.2. So what this 0.2 mean is that we are going to divide our data into 80 and 20% ratio. So then we are going to set the random state is equal to 0. This random state is used to pick up the values randomly from the data set. Now we will come to the fourth step, that is train our algorithm or train our model. So for that, we are going to import the linear regression model. So linear regression from scikit-learn library, and then we will just store this linear regression in a model, and then we will give model.fit x train and y train. So now our model is completed, and now we will visualize the model. So what we are going to do here is we are going to plot the best fit line here. So for that, we are using this, and these are the same things that we have already understood above. So you can see that this green line is the best fit line, and then after that, after doing this, fitting this best fit line in our dataset, we will now test our fit this line in our test dataset. So you can see that this was our like dataset, training dataset. Then now we are using the, making this line on the test dataset. So again, you can see that this line will give us we will not say that it will give us most accurate predictions, but it will give us quite good predictions. Okay, now we will predict. So for predicting, what we will do is we will just use this dot predict method, and we are going to apply this on X test. So as you can see that this is the predicted result, and this was the test result. So you can see that these results are like somewhat same. Okay, so 69, 75, 30, 26, 62, 60. So to compare this, we will use this, and as you can see that we can compare this actual and predicted. Now if we want to predict with our own data set, so let's say the student studies for 9.25 hours. So for that we want our prediction, so we will use our model to predict the score. So you can see that the score is the predicted score if a person studies for 9.25 hours, so it is going to be 93. Now the last step in which we are going to find the mean absolute error, and to find the mean absolute error we will just use this matrix from the scikit-learn, and we will pass our y-test and y-predict. So you can see that our mean absolute values, mean absolute error values comes out to be 4.83. So I hope you understood this, and thank you for watching this video.